Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day, asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge, and your help, we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. Now this weekend we're going to have some really cold weather, so we are not walking dogs at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. It's very hard to keep those dogs warm when we're opening the door a bunch during a walking shift. So you can come out if you want and meet the dogs, you can come and pet them, you can bring them treats, but we will not be walking. And keep in mind with all this cold weather that we did spend our entire episode last week on how to take care of your outside animals in this cold. So if you missed it, you can find it on WOIL's Facebook page. You can find it on YouTube. We shared it on the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mills Facebook page. It is the January 21st Pet Connect. So if you have any questions or concerns about how to keep your dogs or cats warm, please watch that video so that you can have some helpful tips of what to do in this cold weather. Now, if you come out to the shelter this weekend, you will not be able to meet my two pets of the week because they are in foster. We've got Ash and Aspen, and I shared these pictures from the Horses and Hounds Halloween parade because my guest is going to have a picture from the same parade, but I thought these were cute pictures of them. Ash and Aspen need to go as a pair, so if you're looking for two sweet small dogs, then they are your pets because they are very much loving dogs. They, like I said, they've been in foster for almost a year, so we very much would love to find a home for them. So if you're interested in Ash or Aspen or have any questions about them, please contact Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. Don't contact the shelter since they're in foster through us. And you can message us on Facebook. You can email the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill at gmail.com. But Terry Brooks will be able to give you all kinds of information and answer any questions you have about these two sweet pups that very much need a home. Now we're going to shift gears from dogs and cats like we normally do. We're going to talk about horses today. So I'm so happy to have Aubrey McDonald on here today. She just informed me she's almost 14 years old. I was going to say she's a local 13-year-old. And she is a barrel racer. So Aubrey, I'm always excited to have somebody on here that has some kind of information that's different than usual. Like I said, I usually talk about dogs and cats every day, and I don't know much about horses. So you're going to get to teach us all exactly what's involved in barrel racing and talk about the horses. And we're just really happy to have you on here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us what is barrel racing for those people who don't know anything about it.
Okay, so basically, obviously you have a horse, and I'm just gonna add this, but they're around like 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
Most of them are.
So not easy to control.
Not really, especially when you get one that has a big attitude. But basically, you have 3 barrels.
And we got a video of you.
Oh, there's me. So yeah, your horse has to learn how to turn really fast, because if you don't hit it really fast, then you're going to get a bad time.
So you got those 3 barrels in a triangle there.
Yes.
And you have a certain way you have to circle them.
Yes.
And do you have to be close to the barrel? Do they judge you about how tight your turn is?
They only judge you by what your time is. It doesn't matter what time you get, it just matters what division you get into when you get your time.
Okay.
But
and I would imagine you'd have to have tight turns to get that time down.
yes,
so
you can be
giant.
If you knock it over, then it disqualifies you and you get 5 points added to your time.
So you have to be close in order to have a good time.
Yes.
But you have to also
not knock it over.
And you have a 2,000-pound horse.
Yes.
So now, how did you get into barrel racing? Tell us about that.
My mom knew a guy, and his cousin did horses, and I've always wanted to do horses, and I rode one time, and I was like, I want to try this again. So he was like, I know someone you can ride with. So I was like, okay, and he introduced me to Lacey Davis.
Okay. And does she only teach barrel racing, or do you know if she does other things too?
She used to do poles too,
Okay.
but she mainly does barrels.
Now, tell me, once you started riding, tell me about that experience, that first time you ever got on. Was that the first time you were ever on a horse when you started barrel racing, or have
No.
you been on horses before?
I rode a horse one time in Birmingham.
Okay, so one time,
One time.
and then all of a sudden you're hopping on a horse and learning how to barrel race and how to
She
control
started
it.
me in a round pen.
Okay.
It's like it's a very big, like little circle, and I started doing that week after week,
Okay.
so I could get up to it. But that was the first time I really rode a horse.
How scary was it to all of a sudden ride a horse fast?
It's scary, but when you know you have a horse that'll take care of you, it like helps your heart, and it's like,
It can calm you a bit.
yes.
So
very.
tell me about, you ride two different horses,
Yes, ma'am.
correct? So tell me about the horses.
Okay, so I have one horse, and he's a Tennessee Walker Paint, and his name is Geronimo.
Okay.
He's about 20 years old. He's a very nice horse. Like, if you were to want to ride a horse, he'd be the one you would go to first because he's really sweet. I've actually got booked off by him 2 or 3 times.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But other than that, he's getting older, so he's getting more soft. And
Okay.
the other one, he is an appendix, which is thoroughbred and, oh my gosh. We're just gonna say
So he's
that.
a mix.
Yeah,
okay.
he's a mix of
Of
bunches of
thoroughbred.
things. Yes, thoroughbred. And he's around 16 years old,
Okay.
and he's red.
Okay. So, and are these Lacey's horses?
Yes.
Now,
they're
do you help
Lacey's.
her take care of them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And now which horse is that, Geronimo?
That's Geronimo.
Okay. And that's the Horses and Hounds Halloween Hoopla Parade that, was this past one?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
October? Okay. So that's, now while you were there, since we're talking about the parade, you got to meet a lot of the shelter dogs that walked. And we had the
Yes.
pictures of Ash and Aspen that
Yes.
were walking in the parade. What did you think about all the dogs that were walking?
They were all really sweet and friendly, and they would just come up to you and let you pet them, and it warmed my heart.
Yeah. And that's something that we always want to mention on here is that those dogs that are at the shelter are very sweet dogs. I mean, it has to be a sweet dog for us to be able to get them
Yeah.
to the parade, and they're happy to meet all the people and enjoy that. So so that was a fun experience, and it was fun to see all the horses. Let's shift back to where we're supposed to be talking. Let's talk about horses. I'm really bad about directing conversations to dogs. Now, what was that like for your horse that you're usually barrel racing to put into a parade?
He was very jumpy.
Okay.
And he thought he always, every time we're in a parade, because we do many parades, but he always thinks he's like, let's go, but he kind of have to go slow. So that's why I keep him in the front.
Okay. So that he can go.
Yeah, because if you leave him behind, he's gonna go.
Okay. He wants to be in front of everybody.
And at the end, there was a lot of people coming back to the old Food World parking lot, and that's
Okay.
where the horses were and the dogs. And he got nervous, and he
Okay.
kind of went to the side and was jumping around a little bit, and I was like, no, let's not do that.
So would you say that being in a parade helps you with your skills of working with the horse, because you have a lot of different things that might happen before you get your horse out into the arena to barrel race, so you can work on controlling that horse before you.
It does help.
Okay.
There's me again.
That's fast too. I'm impressed
I
with
got
what you can do there.
18.99 or something
Okay.
like that.
Now, how do they score? What's the or what's the highest score, and what?
Oh, the best score you
Mhm.
can get is around a 14.
Okay.
You can get that, but it just depends what division you're in.
Okay.
Which if you run a 14, that's really good.
That's really good.
Lacey actually has run a 14 before.
Okay.
And it's just like you blink and she's done.
So what's a typical training week for you? Do you train every week right now?
We do every Friday for me.
Okay. And then how often do you have competition?
Every other Thursday and Friday.
So you have a lot of competitions around here.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are some skills that you've learned that have been most important to learn with controlling a horse like that?
The best skill that I've done or drill was the figure 8 drill,
Okay.
which Jonathan taught us that like when we were doing pickleball.
Okay, so you've
So
done agility.
it's kind of like an 8, and
Okay.
you just make an 8. And in your horse, it helps you with your sharp turns.
So somehow Jonathan helps you with horses.
Yeah, he didn't mean to, but he did.
Okay. So what's the hardest thing about working with horses?
It's harder to try new horses.
Okay.
Just because you have to figure out who their personality is.
Okay.
Which the first time I got on Rebel, it scared me a little bit because you can't ride him with two hands. You have to ride him with one hand or he'll buck.
Okay.
Most of them are sensitiver than others, and they all have different personalities. They're a little bit worse than dogs because they're all about not the same at all.
Okay.
And they're honestly hard to work with.
Okay. I bet the horses can be pretty stubborn.
Yes, very.
And headstrong. So you've got to learn how to work
Geronimo
with that.
lets me do whatever I want to him, so.
Okay, so that's good. That's
Yeah.
the best horse then in a parade.
Everybody
like you
wants
had
to
him.
ride him. They're always like, "Can I ride Geronimo?" And I'm like, "No, it's mine."
Now here's a picture of you sitting on Geronimo, and are
Yes.
you about to go out to barrel race?
Yes, that
What-
was.
What goes through your head right at that moment before you go out?
Basically, I'm watching everyone go, and I'm like, all right, I got to get a faster time than them. So I'm like, let's go. And then when you get out there, it's really just adrenaline. You don't think about it. You just
go.
You just go.
Okay.
And
hope for the best.
Yeah.
And utilize all your skills in a
Yeah.
fast manner. So, what's one of your best memories from barrel racing?
the friends that I have there,
Okay.
I ride with a group of girls, and they're around my age, and we all kind of know the same thing, so we all are friends now.
Okay.
But I really just started back for like a month or two, but I used to ride all the time when I was younger,
Okay.
and then I quit for a while because the same horse, Geronimo, he bucked me off 2 times in a week, and I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this.
So what was it like reuniting with him? Did he remember you?
I don't know, but I texted Lacey and I was like, can I come back and ride with you? And she was like, I would love that. And I was like, okay. And then I went back that Friday and I said, who am I riding? And she said, you're riding Geronimo. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you. My
You think-
fear, and you're making me do it, but it turned out fine.
Good. So did you feel proudest of being able to conquer that fear and
Yes,
getting on
I did.
Geronimo and doing, looks like really great in the barrel racing.
Yes.
So what's your plan for the future?
Well, I hope to get my own horse someday. My
Okay.
mom said I could get one eventually, but I need to ride a little bit more, ride a variety of horses first to kind of get the feel of every horse, because if I just ride Geronimo, then when I get a younger horse, he might be different. And I don't want to think, oh, I don't want this horse anymore. It's not like you can't
Yeah.
just give him back. It's
Yeah.
not how it works.
Okay,
You
well,
need to keep
that's
him.
very smart to give yourself some time and make sure that's what you want to do, number one, but then also help you figure out the personality horse. I imagine when you buy a horse, you already kind of know their personality because
Yeah, you kind of have to ride them before you get them.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, you are making some wonderful decisions, and it looks like you're doing great with barrel racing, and we really appreciate you coming on here to tell us about it.
Thank you.
We'll have you on again after another competition. We can
All
we can
right.
brag about what you've done.
I hope to get a way faster time.
Well, we hope you do too, but you'll do great. And thanks again for coming on the show. And again, we're not walking dogs this weekend, but if you're interested in Ash and Aspen, as you heard Aubrey say, all those pups that walked were super sweet and they love to meet people. So if you want to come and meet them and you're thinking about adding 2 dogs to your household, again, they need to go as a bonded pair, then give us a shout out. You can message us on Facebook or email us, and we would love to find them a home. But thank you so much for joining us for today's Pet Connect, and we will have more Daybreak after these messages.